The Labour Party is imploding. Keir Starmer, once heralded as the steady hand to lead Britain's opposition, now faces a revolt that threatens to topple his leadership. Over 80 Labour MPs have turned against him, furious over a £5 billion welfare cut that critics call a betrayal of the party's soul. This isn't a mere policy dispute, it's a mutiny. With signatures piling up on a letter demanding his resignation, the question isn't just whether Starmer can survive, but whether Labour can avoid tearing itself apart. The rebellion, the outrage, and the stakes are electric. What happens next could redefine British politics. At the heart of the storm is Starmer's plan to slash welfare, tightening eligibility for personal independence payments, PIP, and incapacity benefits. These cuts could strip support from 700,000 families, many already grappling with rising costs and economic hardship. For disabled people, PIP isn't just money, it's the lifeline for wheelchairs, carers, and heating bills. Starmer frames it as fiscal responsibility, but his own MPs call it economic cruelty, a repackaged version of Tory austerity. Government data warns of devastating impacts, yet Starmer presses on, alienating the vulnerable communities Labour vowed to protect. The backlash is ferocious. The revolt began with 42 MPs publicly opposing the cuts, and now over 80 have signed a letter demanding Starmer reverse course or step down. Veteran MP Diane Abbott called the reforms a disgrace, accusing Starmer of torching Labour's moral foundation. Annalisa Dodds, a shadow cabinet member, resigned in protest, labeling the cuts morally indefensible. Grassroots activists, the party's lifeblood, are threatening to abandon ship. From Bristol to Birmingham, constituency Labour parties are filing no-confidence motions. Social media is ablaze with petitions racking up tens of thousands of signatures and hashtags condemning Starmer trending. The message is unmistakable. Labour's base, working-class voters, marginalized groups, and socially conscious supporters feels betrayed. The crisis extends beyond welfare. Starmer's decision to slash foreign aid for military spending, as global crises like famine and refugee overflows worsen, has drawn fierce criticism. Labour, once a beacon of global justice, is accused of turning its back on the world's poorest. This move has deepened the divide, with MPs and activists arguing Starmer is abandoning Labour's core values of compassion and solidarity. The hypocrisy stings. If Rishi Sunak had proposed these cuts, Starmer would have decried them as heartless. Yet under his leadership, they're sold as necessary reform. Supporters see a party drifting toward cold, technocratic governance, eerily reminiscent of David Cameron's Conservatives. The rebellion is no longer just about policy, it's a full-blown leadership crisis. Starmer promised unity and transformative politics, but his tenure feels increasingly authoritarian and disconnected. Close allies are wavering, with shadow cabinet members reportedly considering resignations or leadership challenges. One senior figure described the party atmosphere as mutinous. The grassroots army that powered Labour under Jeremy Corbyn and cautiously backed Starmer now feels alienated. Local branches are breaking ranks, filing emergency motions to reverse the cuts or oust their leader. The Labour Party, once poised for victory, teeters on the edge of collapse. Public outrage is mounting. Voters who trusted Labour to champion the underdog now see a party punishing the disabled, abandoning the poor, and neglecting vulnerable communities. Starmer's leadership, once seen as pragmatic, is now labeled elitist and out of touch. The question echoes across town halls and headlines. Why is the leader of the opposition acting like a Tory prime minister? Polls show Labour support eroding, with working-class communities and progressive voters questioning the party's direction. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage and Reform UK lurk in the shadows, ready to capitalise on Labour's chaos. Starmer faces a narrowing window to save his leadership. He could reverse the cuts, issue a public apology, and rebuild bridges with his fractured party. But time is running out. If he doubles down, the rebellion will grow, fueled by MPs, activists, and a disillusioned public. The countdown to a leadership challenge has begun. This isn't just a crisis for Starmer, it's a reckoning for Labour's future. Will he bend, or will his own party bring him down? The nation watches, and the next move could change everything.